The following files has been retrieved from a secure server that, according to official records, does not exist. If you're hearing this broadcast, your current coordinates have been flagged. Do not attempt to leave. The distortion you're hearing isn't a technical failure. It's a breach in the local reality. Keep your volume low and your eyes on the door. You're listening to Tales from the Redacted. My name is Daniel Crow. I'm inside the Exclusion Zone. And if you're listening to this, the static on your end is the sound of your own reality beginning to fray. I want to talk about March 24th. I want to talk about the 12 children of Blackthorn Elementary. But I don't want to talk about where they went. I want to talk about how they felt. The world peeling away. I recovered a diary of a 10-year-old. His name is Leo. It was found tucked inside a desk that had fused to the linoleum floor of classroom 4B. The ink in his journal isn't dry. It's still wet, shimmering like oil on water. Leo wrote that morning started with the sound of the bus brakes. But he noted, with the eerie detached calm of somebody who's already drifting away, that the screech didn't fade. It climbed. It became a high-pitched, crystalline note that made his teeth feel like they were turning to sand. He said he stepped off the bus, that the school wasn't made of brick and mortar that morning. He described the building as a crying thing. He noted, the hallway is a throat. I can see the veins in the walls. They're purple. They're pulsing. Miss Gable is standing by the lockers, but she's just a suggestion of a person, a shape made of smoke and static. When she spoke to me, she didn't use her mouth. She opened a hole in the air right next to her head, and a voice came out of the empty space, cold and smelling like a grave that had been open for 100 years. Leo didn't panic. He described a profound gravitational pull. He said the walkers were breathing, expanding and contracting like the gills of a fish. He saw his friend Sarah walk toward the wall. She didn't hit it. She didn't bump into the brick. Her body just softened, like a shadow being stretched. She turned into a two-dimensional ink blob and slid right through the mortar. She didn't scream. She laughed. A sound like bells ringing underwater. Leo followed. He said he reached out to touch the brick, but it felt like warm, living skin. He felt the structure of the school reach out to greet him. 1,000 tiny invisible hands pulling him into the masonry. He wasn't being abducted. He was being integrated. He wrote that he could see the bones of the town, the deep, dark pipes and wires that run under the earth like nerves. And he realized that we aren't the ones who live here. We're just a parasite living on the skin of something much older. He finished the last entry by saying, "Don't look for the door. The wall is the only way out." They didn't disappear. They were digested. And if you listen closely to the static between my words, you can hear what they hear now. The sound of a school that never stops hungry.